It is called Cascade of Interventions. Once you arrive to the hospital, your mammal brain will look at this environment as a menace because this doesn't smell like your territory. It doesn't look like your territory. It doesn't show the people, the familiar faces that you are used to, and it smells different. The temperature is different. The lights are different. To give birth, every mammal needs this privacy, this nest, this safe environment, so the body can release and be free to give birth. When we change that environment, this mammal brain will look at it as I'm not safe here, so I will produce adrenaline that will go against the contractions, the oxytocin that we need to create these contractions. So inevitable, our contractions will slow down until we again feel safe in that environment, and we force this mammal brain to feel safe. But it's impossible sometimes because you cannot move freely as you were at home. You cannot drink, you cannot eat, and you are attached to a bed with some bells that will just measure your contractions, the rate of your baby, the heart rate of your baby, and then all the process will be interrupted. And on top of that, they will start to push you with the time. And they will say, okay, you're not dilating at the rhythm that we want. And then you will need some help that they always say, oh no, we're going to help you, and we're going to give you some oxytocin that is artificial oxytocin that will create contractions, again, artificial contractions that will be in a different intensity, and they won't allow your body to release another hormones that are released in between contractions, so you can have a little bit of relaxing and recover from this contraction. And also that will help your baby to recover in between contractions. So because it's something that is artificially created, we are already interrupting the process, the natural process. And then what will happen, that you will feel these intense contractions, and you will be at some point asking for an epidural, because this is completely different than the previous contractions that you were having. So you get this epidural and you won't feel anything. You will be disconnected. And before, you were working with your baby as a team, and your baby will feel that. Even when you don't feel anything, your baby is still feeling these contractions, and these new contractions are different than the previous ones. He feels this disconnection from you, and say, okay, where's my mom? We were working together, and now I'm on my own with these contractions that are even harder, and they are coming one after the other, and I cannot recover. And then I get scared, and then I poo, and then I contaminate my whole environment, and then my heart rate will go up or down. And what will happen? They will ask you to go to a C-section, or use forceps, or use a vacuum, which all of them could have been avoided or prevented if they wouldn't mess since the beginning with your rhythm. Okay, so that's why if you are having a healthy pregnancy, a healthy labor, you can stay at home as much as possible and arrive to the hospital at the very end. Obviously, always you can stay at home with supervision, assessing that your baby is doing well, that you're doing well, and you can stay at home as much as possible. That's my recommendation. Every childbirth is different, every woman is different, and every baby responds different. And that's why we have to be in close assessment on your well-being at home. But if you're doing well, there's no need to arrive to the hospital. at the very, very end to avoid all this cascade of interventions. That's all for now, and we'll continue giving you more tips. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.